Kenya is presenting many already successful examples to deal with organic material. We think also about agro-processing residues that are recirculated. Is it the flower industry or the coffee industry? I think there is progress, there is a dynamic development in Kenya, and I'm convinced that in the next years the organic material, the organic fertilizer will play an important role in the market. For the small-scale farmers that are not linked with a strong market, there are different opportunities. The one is that they regionalize the production, so a community-based approach. And in terms of the market, there's the potential to go organic and to jump into organic, not as a single farm, but as a group. Also to present the products as a group in the market. And this is the way, I would say, to go forward also economically.
We've had a very encouraging reception. Over the last, it's always been increasing between 20-30% every year. And what we need to focus, what you're focusing now in what you call knowledge availability. The product, I have no doubt, it works because it's something that is scientifically developed. The jury that I told you is the farmer who uses it. If they all come back and say, yes, we have an increase in yield between 30 to 70%, that is an indicator that it's working for them. What we are going to focus on now is to try and escalate the knowledge that there is an existing solution.
A lot of young people are migrating from the rural areas, coming to the cities in search for jobs. And then they find themselves jobless, and they find all kinds of intelligent ways of trying to survive. If you train them as to how to use the technology that can turn very quickly waste into fertilizer that can now be sold and become a source of wealth, then you're also solving the problem of youth and employment. And then many of the youth are women. And it is a technology that is relatively simple that can be done by the women. That's where we come in as ICIPE. We say we can change and clean our environment, give jobs, and improve our soils at the same time so that we ensure a better livelihood for the future. And at the same time, we ensure that today's livelihood is also there for the youth.
Organic fertilizers, they have a massive potential in the region. We have seen and observed that the financing of organic fertilizers requires a lot of effort and political support. I was talking to someone outside this meeting. I was asking him how many governments in Africa have managed to put organic fertilizers in the list of subsidized fertilizers. But it seems like we need a lot of political lobbying, but I think it's necessary. So from this summit, I think there should be a strong recommendation that organic fertilizers are also listed under subsidized inputs for our smallholder farmers. I think in most cases, when we meet as organizations, we normally exclude financiers. It is not common that you find international finance corporations, you find the non-commercial banking sector, the commercial banking sector. I think we have to work with those. We have to integrate them into all our programs. The financing institutions, either commercial or non-commercial, they have to be part and parcel of our discussions.
The policy space on the mineral fertilizer is much better established than on the bio fertilizer. It's not only policy, it's also on the capacity to be able to certify and approve these fertilizers to be commercialized. That has to be developed. So the policy would be, as you would understand, is the most important lever to scale up this kind of work, and therefore it will be one of the foremost aspects to look at scaling.